Hey riders, well here we go again, stage 5, OTR virtual events Tour de Monde, 2 minutes 30 seconds to go folks. Yes, I'm back. People are probably wondering, how did the party go last night? First off folks, everyone, the most important thing we do every stream over on MyWhoosh, we give our Steen shout out. Handlebars here, Steen. Handlebars here, Steen. Yes, dude. We're going to do that every time, folks. We're doing that every time. Okay, great. Gareth saying, evening Colin, looking forward to seeing this after my effort this morning. Okay, awesome stuff, guys. Awesome stuff. I'm just doing a couple of tweaks here, trying to get up to figure out what's going on here. Okay, is this live chat replay? I don't even know which one we're on right now. Just trying to figure out if I'm actually watching the right stream on my other laptop, and definitely we're not. Okay, so sure doesn't look like it to me. Nope, that's an actual stream from yesterday. So what I got to do is, guys, so I run the stream live chat on a different PC. I think I found it. Think I got it. I really hope so. This is stage 5 Tour de Monde over on MyWhoosh. Let's let that commercial run here, folks. Yeah, I saw some really impressive times this morning. Let me just get situated here. Hopefully mic levels are good. Yeah, the voice is always powerful over here, folks. Powerful. Decided this week, too, that I'm going to try to get myself into some, what do you call it, like voice acting, voice narration. There's jobs out there for it, folks. And I did this a long time ago. There we go. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, 40 seconds to go, folks. Again, this is a little bit of a shell shock today here, waiting for the live chat to show up. I'll just let that do its thing. We were out last night. Super late Christmas party. What was it yesterday, January 12th? I don't even know, folks. I'm unemployed. Looking for a job, everyone. Looking for a job hard right now. So how do I look on screen? Not what do I look like? Well, yeah, a little bit. Shirt's on. It's a green one today. Hopefully it won't be as, kind of weird looking. Like, I found the one yesterday with kind of like a weird effect to it. Okay. Nope. Sorry, the stream I'm watching keeps being 4. I don't know why. And we're off, folks. We are off. I am recording this. I'm going to get this figured out in a second here as to what I am watching. Okay, this makes sense here. So, yep, we're seeing it. I don't know why I can't see it. My other one, I'm going to have to wait a little bit here maybe. I'm going to shut down YouTube on the secondary system. I see. I'm probably not connected right now. That's fine, folks. Yeah, El Limonar in Colombia. For those of you that don't know, this is a real-world climb. To be honest, never really heard of it before. We all think, the Stelvio, Alpe d'Huez. Well, let's even throw Alpe de Zwift in there. The Zoncolan, Monte Zoncolan, Angliru. There's so many. Izuard, Izaran. Here's the classic, the Tourmalet. Guys, I got a video about that. And actually, part 2 is coming out, I hope today. Kind of went a little bit hard last night. Yeah, Christmas party, free drink tickets. Enjoy, Colin. And did I ever enjoy last night? I used all my drink tickets up. I used some of Joey's drink tickets up. I drank the table wine. I drank the table, whatever, Prosecco, whatever they call it. I was all over the place. Feeling sharp, though, today, folks. Know how to pace myself. Gonna jump in my channel here. I really want to see my chat. This is without having to do it there. Let's just let these riders go for a little bit. Guys, so this course is 15.6 kilometers long, and I've done coverage on this before. Great turnout today, too, folks. I'm so glad. I wasn't sure because this is a Sunday night for a lot of these riders. Although I am seeing Brazilians here, so I'm sure in Brazil, what is this, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon maybe? So this is noon here for me. Adrian Osborne from yesterday. Oh, yeah. Big turnout, big hitters. Let's go. Sarah Jane's back again. So, guys, I did this race a long time ago. And when I say I did it, I didn't ride it. I just like to include myself. NSA Golden Eagles did it at least a month ago now. Probably early December. And yeah, this is a devastating climb. Ooh, I can see all the yellow here. I can see Rocket Roy Neal here too. So funny, talking with people on here. I'm meeting so many new people. And they're like, hey man, yeah, these are my teammates. I'm like, dude, I know 3 out of the 5. Like, I'm just meeting people. Pal Plus getting back here, folks. Riding strong. Lucas is at the front. Kevin Cervello. Here's one of those names I was talking about. So, it was Oliver I was talking to. Oliver, IRL, Duckwitz, was telling me the name of his team. Moonriders. Team Moonriders, folks. They have 2 team names. And one of the teams is decked out in the Alula Blue. Don't get confused. Pab Plus is not on that team. Well, he told me the team names, and I'm like, he says Kevin Cervello. I'm like, dude, I know that guy. Don't know him personally, but he's all over some of the other race events I cover. Joel Noguera here. Hey, Joel. Good to see you. Juan Lopera in the mix. Thomas Klosko. So these guys here, look at Thomas here. He's sitting at the front here in the yellow jersey. Guys, let me get kind of set up with my camera controls and stuff. Yeah, so that's Thomas there, right there in the front. Rocket Roy kneeled. I know Rocket Roy quite well. So I think he's decked out in this blue jersey right here, the Alula Blue. Kevin Cervello should be in Alula Blue as well. That's their team jersey for this event. So we should see 5 riders wearing that minimum. Pab Plus is wearing it, but he's not on that team. Let's see who else we got here. Juan Lopera Jr., our junior. I think we had a junior yesterday with a different last name. Maxi, we've seen. Raul Lopez. Yuna Tuca. Michael from yesterday, back again, folks. Chima, yellow jersey. This guy here, I think I was joking about just calling him Bill yesterday because this might be one of the hardest names I've ever seen to pronounce. And we got Jarno. Jarno Peak was here yesterday. Torsten, yellow jersey, folks. Now, I'm wondering if Johan's... here's Johan. I was going to say, has he already ridden today? So you'll just see a mob of these guys in yellow up front here. Very strong team. Absolute hitters, all of them. Oh, dude, he's back again. Stefan, there he is. Stefan's back. I'm so glad to see him here. Somehow, I'm not sure why Stefan's not in that front group. Stefan is easily capable of being in that front group. Must have been a weird attack at the beginning that he didn't jump on. So Stefan finds himself with Adam Bohr. Let's talk about the climb a bit, folks. You're all familiar with the most famous climbs. This one is an absolute sleeper of a climb. Total course length today is 15.6 kilometers, but the climb only starts at about just over 9 kilometers out. So you're going to have over 1,000, I think it's 1,036 meters of climbing in 9 kilometers. It is steep, folks. Alpe d'Huez, roughly the same amount of climbing, but it's 3 to 4 kilometers longer, I believe. Putting it in the 7% range, you're going to find a lot of the stuff here, 10 to 11% for 9 kilometers. So enjoy that, riders, on your Sunday. I will be just sipping on my, we're going to call this the Gatorade Plus Plus. After yesterday, got home, doing chores. I'm feeling really dry right now, folks. And, I did a ride yesterday. I did 2 live streams yesterday on MyWhoosh Echelon Racing League in the morning. Love that stuff. So exciting. Then I did Tour de Monde at lunchtime. In between, I did a 61-kilometer group ride. And I noticed on that group ride a couple of times, nothing major, and I never get cramps. I was feeling a bit of a cramp. I'm like, no. Got off the bike, flying around here for about 2 hours. Didn't eat a thing. I'm not even sure if I drank water. So I'm feeling depleted right now. It feels like I've been in the sun all day. That's how dry I feel. So I made myself a Gatorade. Gatorade has these nice little packets now that you got to put it into a small bottle. So this is kind of like my goofy little bottle I have. Don't put it in a big bottle because it'll taste like garbage. It'll taste like you have dyed water. So to this one here, the voice might sound a little different today. Yeah, I did a lot of loud talking last night. When Colin gets fruity, as I like to call it, he gets loud. He gets very loud. So Gatorade Plus Plus, I've actually thrown some extra sweetener in this today for the taste and put some salt in there just to add on. We got to get back on track here, folks. Actually, that's really sweet right now. So it looks like we've got 19 riders in the front group. It's actually stretching out already. There's a 6-kilometer lead in to the start of the climb. And don't forget, this is a real world climb. Haven't really, something I want to do a flight sim video on. Field is quite strung out here. It's got some riders off the front. Let's get me into cameraman mode. We're going to start flying up a little bit. We're going to bounce forward. Have a little look here. I will be checking the chat out real soon. Once I get it figured out as to why I can't see it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check my email and see if I got a notification that I'm live. That's the quickest way for me to get to it. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you so much. Live in action, folks. I love this. This is what's going to keep the channel getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Guys, I have a Buy Me a Coffee link. The best way to support me is there. And when I say support, help a bro out so that I can keep bringing more content. Like I said, I did 2 live streams yesterday. I didn't ride. I just covered everyone else. Tanya Schmidt, wife of Stefan Schmidt, who's in this race, has just became a domestique member of my Buy Me a Coffee group. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Stefan. I know it's you guys. You're the best. Guys, I can't believe the support. It gets me kind of like chills in my spine at times here. Starting the climb here, folks. Just a gentle 8% grade to start. I got to get into the video because I want to see what Tanya's had to say here. How was Stefan's start? That's what I'd like to know. Here is my live. It says I'm live, but I think it was taking me to yesterday's live. Now, this does say stage 5. Thank you very much. Just a little bit of a YouTube, funkiness, I guess. Ooh, riders at the front. These are going to be tough, folks, because, oh yeah, Joel sitting strong at the front here. And guys, yeah, the beauty of the camera controls, yeah, starts giving you a little bit of perspective of how steep these things are. We all know when you see climbs on TV, doesn't matter if it's from the 80s, the 90s, modern video, video from other platforms, it kind of takes away from the steepness. I know Joel can climb. Shout out to Joel again. Joel climbed the Col de Tourmalet with me. Joel, what was it, probably second week in December. Joel climbed all the way with me, Col de Tourmalet, 1,453 meters of climbing. And I know he was looking out for me too. Definitely looking out for me. I also had Steven Cycles there in the mix too, so there's a reason why we did that video. I'm trying to get it done today. So here we go, folks, climbing now. Just a little bit of 10.5% right now. You better get used to this because you're going to feel a lot of this, folks. When you drop down to 7 and 8, Alpe d'Huez type climbing, that's going to feel like, it's going to feel like paradise. You're going to feel like, oh man, 7%, what a joke. We're currently 79 meters into the climb, folks. Yeah, they got over 900 meters. You know what? Yeah, 900 meters of climbing plus right now. So let's get into the chat. Kev Stevens. Yeah, Kev, I heard there was kind of a mess up this morning. The event wasn't scheduled. I don't know what to call it. There was a cutoff time that kicked in and threw a lot of people out. I've read all the stuff this morning, guys. Even though I was out getting into the mega pints last night, perhaps a shandy or two, but I prefer a mega pint. I got up early, 6 a.m., woke Joey up, said, let's get home. We had the free breakfast downstairs, great little hotel too, and a couple coffees, hit the road. We were home by 8 a.m., folks, doing my chores, now watching some cycling. I'm probably off the bike today, folks. Yeah, so they've extended the times now, apparently. I don't know what they're going to do for the people that got shut down this morning. How do you fix that? Who really wants to get a second chance at this right now? Okay, so the first session, thanks to Steen here, had a cutoff at, he still let me know, 1 hour and 10 minutes. And, I'm looking at this here too. I don't know, guys, if I was to look at this, for me to do just the climb, I think I might be I might do some videos on this. I thought this would be a good idea. I'd like to see how I could perform against some of these riders. And I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too optimistically, hour and 15 minutes, maybe? Maybe. I think I could do it in that. Yeah, I think I could. So I might do that later this week. Yeah, so Kev's saying I do believe they set up to 2 hours to complete after this morning. Okay. Kev Steven was at 1 hour and 48 minutes. This is a brutal climb, guys. Brutal climb. Yeah, thank you again, Tanya. I mean, I guess that's what I'm trying to get back across to people. I'm going to do more streaming and more race coverage the more support I get. Every day I get Joey giving me the eagle eye. Maybe I should call it the evil eye is what I meant to say, folks, but also the eagle eye. She's looking out at the channel all the time, folks, watching Joel here. Actually, I'm going to read the Tour de Monde comments later today. Don't forget, Eddie posted on the Facebook page to drop info in about yourself. I will have a look at that today, so we're going to be off tomorrow, Pab Plus sitting at the front. Maxi here, Tattoo, Kostanen, Koistanen. So familiar. I think I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, one of my childhood friends. I haven't seen the dude in years. I don't know why. Like, he got married. I was his best man. Never heard from him again. I don't know what I did. I did nothing. I guess I was the single guy at the time, and maybe his wife didn't like that. Whatever. His last name was Kuitunen. 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 So I think the Finns like that kind of sounding. Juan Lopera, Joel Noguera, Tomas Klosko. Okay, interesting stuff here, folks. We're seeing who the climbers are here. Jarno, Johan. And how they're going to start the climb differently. 11.5%, folks. Sustain all through this interval here. Woo! We're 1.6 kilometers into the climb at this point. Chima coming up too. Kevin Cervello, Raul Lopez, Rocket Roy. Rocket Roy, probably more of a time trialist at heart. This is going to be a big effort for him today. Good to see you, Roy. Got Michael here. Michael Simonuk. I just struggle with that. Michael, please message me. Let me know. Lucas Haubrich. Here's Torsten. Torsten's in the yellow jersey. And Stefan working his way up the field. I like to see this, Stefan. Show him what you got in your legs, Stefan. Again, guys, I am a little bit biased here just because I know him. And you know what's funny? Tanya talks to me all the time because Stefan's busy racing. I don't know if I've ever actually talked with Stefan. I'm not sure if I have. Maybe in a one-off chat somewhere. I just see him racing a lot on one of my favorite racing series, folks. Check out the channel, guys. You'll be able to see all the different race coverage I do. You know, check it out, folks. It's all bike racing. That's why I do it. So Rocket Roy Neal here coming up. Let's get to the front and see who's going to try to take off here today. I mean, this is the kind of day where you can absolutely shatter your competition. Probably going to go through some foliage here. Look at the detail, folks. You're seeing individual leaves. Yes, I love this. I'm going to read the chat here. Let's just hang out with Tattoo for a second. Tattoo, welcome to Fantasy Island. Different spelling. They will find a way to calculate the finish time for those kicks. That's what I was thinking too. They can probably extrapolate a time, ballpark it, you know. That's about all they can do at this point. Tim Moore, that's harsh. Joel should be fine living near... Oh, he lives near Mount Tremblant. I didn't know that. I've only been there once. Kev Steven, I wish I was kicked at the bottom of the climb. Kev, weren't you you could almost see the finish line? I think I read your comments on Facebook, and I think you were like right there. All I know is I've only seen the climb once. I've watched this entire route. There's just a little, what do you want to call it? Like a little cul-de-sac turnaround or a teardrop turnaround at the top. You're going to enter the turnaround when I saw it going clockwise. So you're going to hang a left and go around, and the actual finishing point, well, that was a race finish point. Well, I guess that would be today too. Is kind of like 3/4 of the way around that little teardrop. Okay, so Tanya's saying, I just asked Stefan what is up, and he told me that his legs aren't the best today. A lot of work around the house. Yeah, Tanya, you beat poor Stefan up. You got him out there. Joey does this to me all the time. Oh, honey, can you help me lift all these? Honey, can you help me lift all this stuff? And by that I mean you have to lift it all by yourself. Oh, honey, can you bring this thing? Can you take this chair downstairs? And by that I mean figure out how to do it by yourself. I get that all the time. Hey, look at these pigs on the left-hand side of the road here. Didn't see them last time. We've got 11 pigs right now. 3 adults and 8 little dudes. Okay, so looks like Tattoo here is coming back to Pav Plus. Anyone know Tattoo? Give me some information. I would really like to hear from Mr. Rourke. That would be the best thing. You guys know. Okay, so yeah, that's right. Steen's saying it tops out at over like 20% for a tiny bit. Like guys, look at the gradient right now. It's still in that 11.5% range. Just a devastating climb. Doesn't get enough attention. And that's probably just because it's not used at any of the big tours, obviously. I'm sure it gets tackled at the Tour of Colombia, which just doesn't get enough coverage. They need to hire me to do some coverage, I think. Send me the feed, and I will add on, folks. I will add on. Guys, when I really got back into my first cycling commentary video goes back to spring of 2023, and I did a few off and on. I'm going to bounce back here. We're going to jump back to Juna. I combined the two words there. Juna and Maxi here. Jarno. Juan Lopera. So we got a lot of singles, doubles here. Here's Joel Nogueira chasing after them. Let's have a little look and see. Joel's looking at them just up the road ahead of him. You can see there. And you can see another group further up. Here, I'll do a little bit of a rotate here. There you go. You can see the other group just up ahead going around to the right. Kevin Cervello. Hanging tough here, Kevin. Nice job. I don't know Kevin personally. I don't think I've ever had any communications with him, but I see him all the time. At least Kevin Cervello over at Muckers Worldwide. Positive about this. Guys, I'm all over the place. I know the racers. I know the race organizers. Put me to work. Okay, here we go. Kev saying maybe you drank all the table wine, Prosecco, and the tickets at the wedding. Kev, I got into it pretty good last night. Tanya, he writes a lot. Tanya's saying he writes a lot on Strava, but nowhere else as far as I know. He isn't very active on social media. Well, you know, it's kind of hard to be. I've been kind of forced into it, and you just got to adapt to it. I have a lot of people reach out to me. Just sometimes it's a lot of general questions. You know, I also get a ton of support. I get tons of, man, love what you're doing. Not bragging about myself, guys, but I think people really like this stuff. And that's why I keep powering forward. Take a look at this. Tattoo moving ahead again. Pav Plus not able to keep up at this point. Bouncing back 20 seconds, we've got Maxi. Juna Tuca. Jarno. Okay, so let's have a nice jump back here. We've got Joel. So they're all strung out here, riders. All strung out. Kevin Cervello, Tomas, Chima. Again, folks, at 9%, you're getting into some of the easier stuff now. This is the easy part. Think about that. Right now, Chima's going, oh yeah, my legs feel like heaven right now. It barely feels like I'm going up at all. Raul Lopez, Johan Moreno. Guys, just got to say, and there might be a few other ones here. I haven't looked at SRC today, guys. I'll watch it later. Johan did Sunday Race Club already. So he did that at some weird, obscure time in the morning. Brutal for people over in North and South America. Brutal timing, but that's just the way it is. If you want to compete live in that event, that's what you got to do. I know some other people said, oh, they should have multiple races. I don't know, guys. Like, one and done. Get everyone in there. It's always going to be tough. It's just the way it is. Rocket Roy Neal coming up. He's actually, I think he might be catching up with Johan right now. So Johan's probably already destroyed himself this morning. Having said that too, Joel Nogueira is a Sunday Race Club rider. Who else would be? Torsten races in the Sunday Race Club. I think Juan Lopera does. Tomas Klosko must race in Sunday Race Club as well. His level. And for those of you that are here that I don't know, sorry. I just don't know you all yet. Let's take a look at this. Stefan Schmidt with Adam Bohr. They're moving their way up through the field, I think, folks. Moving up through the field. So this is Stefan here. He's in the darkish colored with kind of like the orangey yellow in the middle here. Let's give him a nice look. Looking sharp. Climbing nicely. Chasing Adam Bohr here. I think him and Adam Bohr have been working together for a little bit. Ah, Marcus Lehman. This guy too. Let's have a little look back here. Spin around. Okay, we won't see the riders behind yet. They're 40 seconds back. But if we can get a little bit of a straightaway, we'll probably see them. Again, 8%, easy. Easy stuff here. Eddie's commenting here. My legs are still stinging from today's climb. The last 4 kilometers are brutal. Don't forget, folks, Rohe sponsors the event with all the jerseys. Eddie, let's ramp up the sales, bro. Let's ramp up the sales. I'm pushing hard for you, dude. Bros help bros. That's how I'm doing everything now here on my channel. People that help me are going to get extra back. Karma, right? What comes around goes around. Or what goes around comes around. That's the saying, isn't it? Hanging out with Marcus here. Back to Stefan. Okay. He's riding perfectly with Adam here. How far behind are these guys? So they're at 9 kilometers. Our leaders are... Guys, you know, it's only 800 meters. Actually, look at this. You can see Pav Plus in the distance there. Guys, all the camera control. Okay, well, that was kind of a wacky one. I get it. Maybe I'm not pro. We got wild horses running around. Pav Plus just in the distance here. I'm looking for way down the road right now. I think I see someone. Could I actually see Maxi? Is that possible? So what I do is I bounce back to the riders behind and I try to see what looks familiar to me on the road. And how I usually do that when I've done these in the past, like there's the horses running around, right? I'm looking for these overhead lights and things. They kind of give me a good ballpark as to where I am on the course. There it is. Look up ahead. You can see Pav Plus right now in the distance. You can see him up here. If we go to Pav Plus, we're going to look back. I bet you we're going to see these two dudes. Juna and Maxi. Okay, terrible camera work here. Oh, we won't see them now. They're just around the corner, folks. Super flat here. These guys are like, yeah, it's over. Climb's done. Nah, bro. You got 600 meters of elevation still to go. There's actually a tiny bit of downhill here, too. Okay. So Tanya's laughing. No, we try to split up the work even. Most of the time, it's one of us doing the work, the other watching after the kids. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, the twins. Tanya, how old are the twins? Steen saying he completely bonked on the last 2 kilometers. Eddie, yes, dude. Eddie, you've told me that before. Rising tides lift all ships. You got that right, dude. You got that right. Okay, looking back. Ooh, 13.7%, folks. When I watched this, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. It's insanity, this climb. Okay, so let's have a little quick review. Tattoo, cruising along here. Guys, like 13 kilometers an hour. That's it. He's 10.5 kilometers in at this point. Bouncing back, we got Pav Plus. Basically at the same distance. He's only 9 seconds back. Distance has changed. You know, Maxi and Juna, they were 42 seconds behind 4. That does fluctuate quite a bit depending where they are on the course. So if you see it sometimes come down quick, it doesn't really mean they're catching. It's just the estimation of the times. It's taken into account that there might be a flat spot in between. So we got Maxi and Juna here. Back to Jarno. He's 23 seconds back. Kevin Cervello, great showing, dude. Great showing. Joel's there as well. Joel looking sharp. I've seen Joel climb, and I mean, guys, when he did the Tourmalet with me, he was totally holding back the whole way. I was kind of doing that video with Joel and Steven Cycles. We're basically making a video together. Me and Steven Cycles, we're making the video together to show you the Tourmalet, to show you all the details. It's all there. It's the OG high alpine pass at the Tour de France. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. catch the boys in action. Around the corner, looks like it's Thomas Klosko coming up. And he's got a teammate with him. He's got Chima with him. And I think that must be Juan Lopera in the mix. 3 riders coming up right now. 2 decked out in the yellow Pontani look with the yellow bandanas. Let's jump back here, folks. Yeah, here they are. Here's the 3 chasing right now. Lopera and the 2 teammates. Klosko and Miros. Chima, the man himself. Oh yeah, 13.5% again, folks. Just going and going. I always try to tell my friends, so at this Christmas party, hey Colin, so like what did you do? Oh man, these guys, they did this race, they did this big climb, and they just don't, in their heads, they don't even get it. I'm like, guys, it's a 2-hour, when we did the Tourmalet, I believe the time for me, and again, I'm slowing the guys down, I think it was about an hour and 45 minutes. And I try to explain to them, I'm like, there's no rests. There's no flat parts. It's an hour and 45 minutes at 7% gradient, just like that, all the way. It's quite the, even though it's in the Pyrenees, it's more of a, it's kind of more like a high alpine, more like an Alps climb. It's not the crazy switchbacks. It's more open. You just kind of climb up through the valley. There are some switchbacks, of course, at the top. But I explained to them, I'm like, we're climbing the whole way. And they look at you like, well, you don't mean the whole way, do you? Like you must rest. No, dude. We're climbing the whole way. Gonna bounce up here to Chima. You can see here, they've left Juan behind and they're chasing after Joel right now. So we've got this 2-member team here working strong together. They're going to start reeling in Joel next. And just up the road, there's Kevin Cervello. Wow. Let's have a little look back here. Having a look back. Here we go. You can see them coming now. You can see this is Kevin. Joel is in between, just coming up to that pole. And just a little bit further back are the other 2 riders. You'll see them coming around the bend now. Tomas and Chima riding together. Man, these guys are going to get some good points for the team. All about the team, folks. Great stuff. Let's bounce back to... Here's Juan. Currently pursuing those 2. Oh, look at this. Raul Lopez. And, oh, more riders coming. Rocket Roy moving up with Johan. Nice stuff here. So I think earlier on we saw that Rocket Roy was catching Johan, and that's when I did point out, I want to give guys, I'm not making excuses, I just want, tidbits. Johan has already put a big race in today, folks. So I'm sure he's pretty beat up right now. I don't know what everyone else has done, but I know he has for sure. Okay, Marcus Lehman here. Not that far behind these 2, 11-12 seconds back. 11-12 seconds back on this kind of gradient might be 100 meters. The speed they're going, 13 kilometers an hour. Look at those Rohe signs there. Yeah, 3 riders ahead of him we could see in the distance there. That would be Rocket Roy, Johan, and Raul Lopez. Gonna move back a bit and see what Adam's doing. Okay, Adam looks like he's solo right now. So Adam and Stefan were together. I can see Stefan's a little bit further back here. Adam pushing over 4 watts a kilo. Stefan just under 4 watts a kilo here. 16th place for Stefan at the moment. We've got Michael coming up behind him. Further back, Manuel Leon. Stuart Rowe. Okay, so where's Stuart on the climb right now? Ooh, he's on one of these nice little flat sections. This is when you think you're going to get a chance. And you realize, there's a lot more to come. Hey, William Brombati here with Steven Cycles. So I mentioned Steven before. Steven did the Call to Tourmalet with myself and Joel Noguera a few weeks back now. Going to catch up with the chat here, folks. Actually, you know what? I want to see something here. This will be a good testing. When I lean over like this, yeah, it's not bad. I thought maybe my head was completely off the screen there. Handlebar check, Steam. Handlebar check again. That's twice. Almost 2 years old. Okay, so we got these 2 2-year-olds. Woo! That's a lot of work. Oh, awesome. Kev says right here, Tattoo, the guy that's at the front right now, the Finn, the flying Finn, has 4 SRC wins. Awesome stuff. Thank you for letting me know that, Kev. Torsten, he says, I'm dead. Good luck, mercenaries. Oh, Torsten's wiped. Eddie, I think someone is only 40 kilos. Dude, I saw that this morning, guys. Even though I am just absolutely smashed from last night, mega pints, wines, I'm just like mixing it all. Like once in a while, I get fruity. I get loud. And yeah, I feel really good today. But I did look. Yeah, there's a 40 kilogram rider. Anyone know? And I do know now that there are some legitimate cases of that. Johan was texting me yesterday and said, yeah, there's a 40 kilogram rider. What's his name? Batley? Niall Batley. Like, he is so thin. I think he's a Cat 3 rider. Is that correct? So it's possible, but I don't know who that guy was. Eddie, I love your comment. I love your comment here. Yeah, I know what you're saying, man. I haven't been 40 kilograms since I was probably 9 years old. But I guess there's different builds. There are extreme outliers. What I would say, when I see like these super lightweight riders on most platforms, I think, well, there's a cheater. But there are legitimate cases of it. And if he's riding in Sunday Race Club, his weight's been verified. So it's possible. Well, in that case, it's proven. There are extreme outliers. I actually saw a big, I don't want to say big, a larger, more powerful rider. I think he weighed 94.5 kilos this morning and did pretty well. And I forget his name at the moment. Okay, go Steve. LA Big Bro, yes. I'm going to be getting back to those guys soon. I can't see Pat Plus and GC unless I'm not looking correctly. I think he gets, like you said, Kev, let's leave it up to the organizer to do it. So I'm being a little more, I told someone yesterday I'm going to be a lot more cool about it. Yeah, here it is. Torsten's saying right here, Niall Batley, 37 kilograms. Verified. Like, to me, that's absolutely insane. But so when we all say they're weight doping, and guys, I'm the first to say it. Xavier Maillard here, Rudolfo Justina, Phil Weston, Andrew Pennington with Elton Judd. Let's go down through the field. Melk Gomez, 4 riders coming here now. JV Dobbin, Robert Hartwig, Dap Jones. Dap, I like that. So we got 4 riding there together. Back to Alan Robinson, LSD RT. That must be a team name. Is also alongside Adrian Osborne. Junior. Junior and Alan are up front here. Bouncing back, we go to Adrian Osborne, 10 seconds back. Oliver, IRL, Duckwitz. Had great conversation with Oliver, I don't know, a couple days ago. Got to know a lot about him. Yeah, man, good to see you here, dude. Good to see you. Alan Jones, Paul Danvers, Tim Steele, yes. Who remembers Tom Steele from yesteryears? Oh, yeah. Love that guy. Was he? I swear he was a Belgian, wasn't he? Must be a common Belgian name. I got to assume that. Paul Winter from Germany. Stephen Elliott. Here's Alistair here. Guys like Alistair, putting it out there, folks. Yes, dude. Right? Perfect timing, man. Perfect timing. Yeah, Kev, I was 40 kilograms then too. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Graham Gilbert. Holy. So, Graham's 135. What do you think Alistair weighs? I guess I could look it up. Yeah, so these climbs are tough on bigger guys, and they really beat the snot out of us. Actually, someone I know said he wanted to do a everyone weighs 130 kilogram race, just so the lightweights could experience it and go, what? Yeah, we all can't walk around looking like slender models, folks, even though shredded, but also at the same time not shredded. Guys, I said that so many times last night. Joey wanted to kill me. We got Marcin here. There's another right here, Mateus, who is with Alistair. Marcin here. Vito. Jennifer Pereira. Hubert Esteban. Margaret Docking. So good to see Margaret here. Okay. For coach, but I must be some kind of AI because that is where I'm sitting now. Okay. You guys are hilarious. Graham is an ex-rugby player. Of course, dude. Yeah, that's what you got to realize, folks. I think it's so cool when, guys, when I say larger, I'm not saying anyone's overweight or fat. I'm a larger cyclist. I walk around at 6'2". Here's Juan Pedro, Sarah Jane, and then we've got Barium Jung here. Okay, so we've gone through the whole field, 52 riders. I think it's even cooler that people that of a larger, let's say, frame set, of a different build, a different athletic type, that they'll take on a sport that basically is meant for lightweights, and they'll try to compete with them. I guess what we could say here, Graham, is this fair? Could you imagine taking someone like Niall Batley and putting him into a rugby match? How long would that dude last in a rugby match? I would give him maybe 1 second. And like if he got hit, he would just disintegrate. Graham, I love it, dude. I love it. So, man, that is so funny. So let me just catch up here. I'm gonna get back to you, Graham. So Alistair got booted from the first session because of that time cutoff, which sucks. And I did see Alistair talk about that this morning on Facebook. Yeah, definitely crazy, Alistair, for doing it again today. Torsten, 84. Okay, yeah, so Torsten's saying he's 84 kilos, 190 pounds, not much lower. You can go, yeah, like that's kind of like your frame set. Like there's limits as to what you can do. There's certain people, they're meant to play rugby. There's certain people that are probably meant to play basketball. There's certain people that are probably meant to be cyclists. I think it's pretty cool when the big guns come out and try to play with the lighter weight riders who are like at an instant advantage on the hills. So I was talking about being larger, bigger, not fat. Graham just says, no, I'm fat, Colin. Like, yes, dude, I love it. I love it, dude. It's so funny to me. Steen says, ditto. Eddie Rohe here says, I'm not fat, I'm really fat. Actually, dude, you know what? That's not true because when I first... Guys, Eddie Rohe here, sponsor of the event. Do not forget that. Eddie has his code on right now through Tour de Monde, so go use that. Buy some gear through him. Support your bros. Support your bros. These are the guys that are riding with you, doing stuff with you. Like, support them. And so I met Eddie on my first ride ever on MyWhoosh. I think I told you guys yesterday, somewhere in October. I don't know, I'm thinking October 13th. I'm riding City Beaches, the ride that was on Echelon Racing League yesterday, which is a tough little course for a little circuit course. Tattoo way at the front right now. 20-second gap over Pab Plus. Back to Maxi, Juna, Tuca, Yarno. I'm riding City Beaches. I see the chat. I'm like, I look down and I saw like the little chat icon with like 6 beside it, like 6. I'm like, oh my, there's a chat. The platform I've ridden for the last 3.5 years, no chat. Don't like that. Lame. I'm like, hey, riders. Hey. Eddie responded to me. We had a nice little chit-chat back and forward. Told me about his website. I told him about mine. My YouTube channel, I should say. And Eddie's got his YouTube channel. Eddie, you've made great gains or losses through cycling. You can see how much weight you've lost, dude. You're not fat. Torsten saying centimeters. Okay, yeah. Torsten's a big guy. So Torsten probably walks around at 6'3", 6 foot 3 inches, 6 foot 4 inches maybe. I think I'm 187 centimeters. Eddie saying he was born to eat. Me too. See that, folks? Right there in the chat, 25% off for all the Tour de Monde riders right now. Get to Rohe, order your gear. Eddie, I know someone who's going to order right away. Alistair's 96 kilos. He's kicked off this morning. Dude, like, you've already smashed yourself. So, yeah, the prize today goes to Alistair. If I had a prize, I'd give it to you, man. I need a company to sponsor me so I can give some prizes out, folks. I do this all the time. I say, if I had a prize, I'd give it to you. But, man, sock company. I need a sock company behind me. Let's go. Look at this here, folks. 12% gradient. Does this not give you an idea of how steep it is? Does it not? Like, look at it. This is steep stuff here, guys. Like, obviously, maybe the camera exaggerates it because I'm so low to the ground. But on TV, you wouldn't even see this. It would just look... Sometimes you do. But most of the times, it's all foreshortened and it doesn't look that tough. Tough stuff here. Marcus Lehman in 6. Ooh, we got a nice group here. Kevin Cervello coming up, folks. With Chima, where's Tomas? Okay, so Chima and Tomas did hook up with Joel. They were right behind him. Here's Joel. Looks like Chima pushed ahead, and Tomas is now sitting behind Joel. Okay, I understand here. Here's Tomas, the yellow rider, who's now with Johan. I wonder here, is Johan coming back up, or did Tomas hang back a little bit to give Johan a little bit of a mental boost? Rocket Roy just working his way up through the field. Not a hill climber, but he's still got that time trialist mentality. He knows how long he can push. Rocket Roy, not a nickname he gave himself. I know this directly from his mouth. This is from his car racing days, then his motorcycle racing days, his horrible crashes on his motorcycles, where he switched to time trialing after that. Okay, back to the chat here. Back to the chat. Yeah, dude, Eddie, awesome. I've watched some of your videos. I've clicked around. Eddie's saying here he went from 105 to 84 lean and mean kilos. I love it, Eddie. Get it. Steen saying, at least you're not old, Eddie. Gets harder to drop weight. Hey, folks, Tuden here. Tuden, you need to start racing here, dude. You need to start racing here. Come on over. Hey, yeah, Tuden, also, Stefan Schmidt's in this race. You race him pretty much every Thursday at the Muckers Worldwide Championship Series. So you need to come on in. Eddie says he feels old. Oh, Eddie, I feel extremely old today. Like, after last night, the voice feels rough. In my mind right now, I'm like, yeah, what was I saying to everyone last night? I'm just going to write it off, walk away, just park it over there. Eddie's, 43, grams 46. Kev, definitely all shapes and sizes along with the age groups. Yeah, Kev, dude, you're out there doing it. There's lots of dudes our ages, our weights, who were just sitting on the couch all morning watching whatever sport they watch on a Sunday. Here, it would be like NFL football. In UK, Europe, it would be some kind of European football all day long. They probably watch 3 or 4 matches, drink themselves silly, Like, where does that get you? Eddie's chain dropped off today. He could barely get off the bike to fix it. I've had that happen. Steen, wow, Steen, 52, nice, man. The fear column, the fear, yes. Yes. Okay, guys, we're going to move up here. So we got Johan. He's riding right with Tomas at the moment. Joel's up ahead. So before Joel was being caught by Tomas and Chima, Chima's gone on ahead on a mission. Looks like Tomas is just hanging back and grouped up with Johan now. Maybe they'll start firing their way up through the field. What we'll do is, what should we do here, folks? Have another quick look and see where our friend Tattoo from Fantasy Island is. Oh, wow. Look at this dude here. Still 13%. And guys, I missed some of the steepest sections. Look at this here. 16%, folks. How would you like to be on this? How would you like to be on this kind of stuff? Ooh, do not go down too low. Do not go down too low. I need an indicator. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to go subterranean there on you folks. I did not want to go full caveman. So Tattoo here is virtually at the top. When we get to, I'll show you guys this and let you know that I have watched this entire race before. We're going to swing to the left. Let me have the Gatorade Plus Plus. That's what I'm going to start doing. I started looking at all these weird electrolytes and this and that, and I'm like, Yeah, it ends up being like $7 a drink. So I'm going budget, and I'm going to make my Gatorade or whatever powder I get plus plus. And that's how I'm going to roll. And I'll let you know the results later. Easing off now, 10%, and then it just drops right flat. So let's, we're going to zoom up a little from Tattoo here. Actually, if you look at the mini map in the bottom left, you can see that little circular, I call it a cul-de-sac, roundabout, I guess you guys would call it in Europe. We're going to roundabout to the left. That's how you know I watch all the races, guys. I'm always watching the community racing. Community racing, I think, it is going to get massive this winter. Like, massive. Look at the banners here. Rohe, MyWhoosh. Let's go. Off to the left, just like I said. I guess I had a 50-50 chance of being right, but trust me, I watched it. There's a video on the channel of me covering this before. Come around the corner, get ready for the WWF Flash Pots. Heartbreak Kid here, Tattoo for the win. Boom. 48 minutes, stunning time. Stunning. Pab Plus is coming in next. We're going to jump back down to Maxi here. Yeah, we'll back up a bit. We got 600 meters of climb to go. Still tough stuff here, so let's have a look through the field. Juna, Yarno, Marcus Lehman. Oh, yeah, 15% here, folks. Chima's in that 15% stuff. Chima is on a tear now. Chima is just rocketing through the field at this point, folks. Going for some points. Hunting down Marcus now. I think Marcus is in danger of being caught. Oh yeah, it's steep here, riders. It is steep indeed. Look at this. Wow. So good. Chima's hunting him down. Let me see if I can do a quick bounce back here to Kevin. Oh, Kevin is right on Chima's wheel. Holy, and Marcus is just up the road. Where's Rocket? Okay, so Rocket's a little bit further back. Joel Noguera is chasing after Rocket still. Johan Moreno. And where's Tomas? Tomas is sitting a couple seconds back. Raul Lopez. Juan Lopera. I just saw a rider coming back down. Juan Lopera. Adam Bohr. Let's have a little look at Juan here for a second. I'm seeing a lot of twos here. Maybe he's just catching a breath. He's changing the music. He's getting on his ultimate playlist for smashing Watts to pieces. The mother of all bombs, Watts explosion going off. That's that same rider coming down right now. Actually, Juan's sitting there in that 2 for a lot. I think he's in a little bit of a recovery mode here. Let's let him recover. We'll come back. Adam Bohr. Maxi Horning is just finished. Look at this. Adam Bohr coming up past Juan now. Manuel Leon. Stuart Rowe. Lucas Haubrich. Michael. William Brambati. I'm looking for Stefan Schmidt. Don't please tell me he hasn't had a disconnect. Has Stefan had a disconnect? Either he's had a disconnect or his legs gave out on him, folks. Because I do not see him. Steven Cycles. Oh yeah, 15% stuff here. Yeah, awesome numbers tonight. Fantasy on LOL. The plane bus. Yeah, you got her, dude. Tattoo. Yeah, it is. It's soul destroyed to see the riders come down. You're like, oh man, I'm not even done. I got 4 kilometers still to go. Look at this here, folks. I can see another rider. I can see 2 riders in the distance up ahead. This is Steven chasing after William Brambati and Roberto Diaz. Just to give you a little feel what this feels like as you're riding. Yeah, full pro cameraman here, folks. Love it. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I think we lost Stefan somehow. Oh, no, there he is. 31st. Either Stefan is suffering, had a disconnect, or a bit of both. Not sure at this moment. Guys, there's disconnects all the time. It's the way it is with online racing, which is unfortunate. You just gotta, yeah, that's Pab Plus going down. Maxi flying down too. So these guys will be bombing it. You'll see the other riders coming up, which I like to see the other riders. I guess what I mean by that is I don't want to see them because it means how much work I got to do, but it lets you know that the software is doing a lot of work and it's tracking everyone at the same time. Yuna's done. Yarno coming to the finish now. So let's hang out with Yarno for a little bit here. Steen only saw 19. Okay, only 23 finishers in the 3 p.m. UK time slot. Yeah, this is the Primo's time slot for me. In all my race coverage, it's usually this noon my time slot. Is it really noon my time? Guys, is it really? Wow, it is, and it's now 12:52. Yeah, 12:52. After this, what am I gonna do? Well, I've decided I probably won't be on the bike today. After last night, I'm pretty dehydrated right now, and like I said, I feel like I've been at the beach. When you kind of burn your face and your lips get burnt, obviously I'm dehydrated. I'll get back to something longer tomorrow. I'm going to take care of the animals. I'm going to have a quick shower, and then I'm going to find some wicked sci-fi show to watch. Great job by Yarno here. Marcus Lehman, and fully just engage in that couch. As I like to say around here, guys, I've been saying this for probably 35 plus years. When you're down and out, when you're like, I need to get some chill time, you go full Countach. Now, what do I mean by that? Lamborghini Countach. You're like virtually just laying down on the couch. You're going full Countach. That's a shout out to my buddy Jason Olbermann, who I've known since I was probably, 17 years old. Going full Countach. He would be the only one that knows that. Full Countach. So we'll drop that once in a while. Marcus Lehman, 6th place. Chima didn't catch him. Very close though. Who's coming out? Kevin Cervello coming in. So yeah, like I said, riders, I've seen this dude a lot. Different platform. He will get 8th place. He's going to be coming in 8th place. Sub 1 hour time. There's no way I could do this. Absolutely no way. And as much as I think it would make a cool video, it would. Could I do it in an hour and 15? Maybe. It's kind of like a power climb. Just power, power, power. Rocket Roy kneeled. Coming around the finishing barrier right now. Good douche, folks. That's going to be 9th place. Great job, Roy. I see kneeled and I want to say Neil. Joel Noguera. Yes, dude. Awesome stuff. Okay, nothing else in the chat there. So that's 10th place for Joel. So we've already had one of the yellow band. We're going to call them the yellow banditos. That's my new name for them. We've had Chima finish, and we're going to have Johan and Tomas finish side by side here, folks. Awesome stuff, boys. I got to check the standings out after this. So that's 10th and 11th place. Raul Lopez just came through. Again, these are all sub 1 hour times. Insane. Adam Bohr coming up next. Juan Lopera. So I think Juan, a little bit fatigued right now. Did Juan already race today? Guys, this is tough stuff here. 5 kilometers an hour at this point. Like 3.2 miles an hour. Riders bombing down the hill. Probably like spraying you with their bottles as they go by. Just to annoy you even more. Laughing at you. They're probably cackling as they come down the hill. Could you imagine? Oh yeah, there'd be some beatings afterwards, I'll tell you that. Will Adam get under an hour? Let's see. He's still 900 meters to go? I think he might. I think Adam will be under an hour. Primo racing here, folks. Primo racing. Plus, as we like to say. He's probably got about 300 meters of climbing straight line left, and then the turnaround at the end. Oh, maybe more than that. That turnaround's probably only a couple hundred meters. So he's probably got 500-600 meters distance to climb the remaining. Well, yeah, there's still a good 50-60 meters of climbing left. It's just tough, guys. Very tough climb. I would love to see this in a video, World Tour riders on it. I'm sure I can find it somewhere on the internet. If you guys have a link, let me know. I'd love to see it. I guess I can find it myself. And then, folks, we're going to like filter our way down through the field after this, catch as many riders as we can. I'll stick around absolutely as long as I can today. Like I said, I don't really have much else going on outside of going full Countach on the couch. And I tell Joey, I go, here's my schedule for the day. I do this a lot too. I'm like, here's the schedule. We're talking chores. We're talking live stream. Work on a video. More chores. Build this for you. Lay on couch. Don't bug me. So then she knows, okay, he's got all these things planned. I won't bug him. But when I don't give her my schedule, then she's like, she thinks she can plan things for me. So you got to get ahead of them. Get one step ahead of them all the time. Don't let them convince you into doing that gardening that then cripples you for your bike ride the next day. It's amazing. Who was it? Kyle. Kyle is another friend on another platform where he did a day of gardening, and he said he was virtually crippled. And I know his feeling. If I have to like work on my hands and knees, like, you know, like plumbing under the couch, under the sink, or building something. Your wife buys something and it's a lot of moving it around. You're trying to build it by yourself. She refuses to help you by building it, by holding parts for you. So you're trying to like balance it against the side of the couch. And then you're taking this piece and balancing it on the coffee table to get things screwed together. I'm absolutely shattered the next day. I don't know why. Graham's saying, bro, your legs are probably hurting, but pain is temporary. Glory is forever. Let's get it. Yeah, that's what we can say today is that Alistair will be the only dude. Well, I'm not sure, but he might be the only guy to do El Limonar twice in one day. At least here on this event. I'm sure there's some whack job climbers down in Colombia that like to just ride it all the time. But it's even cooler that Alistair is not a pesky lightweight climber. That's what I think is really cool. And look at this, folks. Will Adam be under 1 hour? It's going to be so close. He's got to get off the steep parts. He's got to get onto the roundabout. He has just over 30 seconds to complete it. I think he might make it. Get into the roundabout, dude. I know he's pushing hard to be under 1 hour. Ooh, this is going to be so close. At this point, he probably doesn't care. He's like, dude, I'm just glad it's over. I am so glad that it's over. 20 seconds. Can he get around that roundabout? Is it a big deal to him? I think riding this climb under an hour, is a pretty big achievement. So he won't be under an hour at the rate he's going here. He's going to be just a couple seconds over. And so now I'm going to designate this as the ultimate thing you can do on MyWhoosh is to ride this climb in under 1 hour. And you just failed. And I'm just kidding. Okay, but that would be pretty cool. That should be like the benchmark. Like, dude, 1 hour, 9 seconds for Adam here. Adam, Polish rider. Great job, dude. Manuel Leon coming. I mean, I think that's the thing, over Alpe du Zwift. That's a big thing, too. It's kind of a goal. Get under an hour on that climb. Which is, it's not that easy to do, folks. I've never done it. In fact, I've only done Alpe du Zwift over there one time. Way back when. I'm a better cyclist now. I got way better, but now it's below. So I'm on the comeback trail, folks. I'm on the comeback trail. I'm actually going to start making a video series of a below average cyclist trying to get back into shape. That's what it's going to be called. Shredded but not shredded. Manuel Leon coming up next. Actually, I didn't really track much of Manuel here. So he's a Spanish rider, currently riding high threes, 3.9 watts per kilo here. Stewart's right behind him. Juan Lopera. I wonder if Juan went out a little bit too hard today. I'm going to check I need to look at MyWhoosh info. Great information there, folks. I got to look up Juan Lopera. I'm pretty sure he's an SRC rider. Lucas Halbrich coming up. So some people here are going to have legs that are cooked from this morning. Juan Lopera being a Colombian. Probably, if he is SRC, would have raced super early this morning. Probably tried to recover. Probably tried to rest. Then someone had him doing housework. He never got his rest in. But he will finish, looks like 16th place. And now with Lucas here, this is a bit of a motivation for him. Look at his powers come up a little bit. He's now chasing after Lucas. Yeah, that's what you need sometimes is that little bit of a mental motivation. It's what I call the mental draft. Like, okay, I can do this. Before he was riding 2.6, 2.7, all of a sudden 3.7 to 4. So he dug in a bit there, still digging. That looked like a gear shift to me when he dropped to 1.5. Ken Self here. Hey Ken. Ken, you did this morning. Did you get your time? Did you make the time cut before they shut you guys down? Yeah, this is great. So Lucas came by at the right time just to give Juan a little speed boost here, that mental boost. 15th and 16th place here. Juan might be fighting for points, folks. I think he's fighting for points. He goes over Lucas's shoulder. Lucas is probably thinking, what? Bro, what's up? Okay, folks, Lucas just drops 9 watts a kilo. These guys are racing at the top of El Limonar. Here we go. Juan's holding on 5.5, 6 watts a kilo. Lucas is digging hard now. He wants a spot back. Juan is countering, folks. 11 watts a kilo. Wow, folks. Photo finish there. Absolutely between Juan and Lucas. And it went to Juan. Oh my. That last little dig by Juan there got his spot back. Lucas is like, come on, dude. Oh, and we got more finishers coming in. I just saw them coming the other way. That's why I like when the other riders are displayed. Rodolfo coming in next. Rodolfo Justina, Brazilian rider, being trailed by Roberto Diaz. The sense of relief, getting to the top of this thing, saying, she gone, done. Now you go full Countach. Oh, so Ken was so close to the cutoff. Oh, wow, Ken. Ken was 800 meters from the finish when he got, I don't know what you want to call it, time disqualified, when the time was nowhere near long enough for the majority of the riders to make it. Yeah, I know, right? They're trying to kill each other at the top. Okay, I saw William Brambati come in. We're going to go back up to Michael. So see here, Michael right now is 500 meters from the finish. Let's go back to Steven Cycles. Steven Cycles here. Okay, let me just zoom out a bit, folks. I was kind of looking through someone's body there. Steven Cycles is 700 meters from the finish. So it was right around here where Ken got like auto timed out. Which, yeah, that's not fun. Ken, do you think about what? About an hour 15 to do it? Yeah, some of the bikes, guys are riding full TT bikes up here. I mean, I guess they always say that the bike differences are pretty much non-existent. I talked about that yesterday in the video. Just to keep it, I think they don't want people coming in that are like world class and getting stuck on the worst bike in the game. But, well, you got to earn it, bro. You got to earn it. I don't mind if they got to earn it. It will make them ride the platform more, won't it? So I would like to see that eventually. What's the point of having all these cool frame sets, an aero frame set versus a road, especially when us as cyclists, we know all these cool bikes, all these cool Nagos that we all drool over. We know the aero version, we know the road version. There needs to be some differences. There has to be. The wheel sets, same thing. What's the point of riding, lightweight climbing wheels when they really don't do anything different? I think that would be a huge boost. And again, it will make the elite riders ride more on here because now they realize they got to earn their equipment. Or MyWhoosh, you could sell it to them. How about that? Just sell it to them. For me, I would have finished in about 1 hour 15. This is from Ken Self. I was targeting 110, but cumulative fatigue meant that it was going to happen. Yeah, Ken, I was saying before, you probably didn't hear, but when you jumped in, I think I could do this in 1 hour 15, like on a really good day, but I don't know. I guess I'll have to make a video of that, won't I? You guys can all watch me suffer. I'll have 3 different cameras looking at me. I haven't done that yet, but I do have 3 cameras. I'll have the stream deck going. I'll just be making sound effects as I go. Steven Cycles, great job, Steven. Yeah, like really good climb here for Steven too. Like an hour. It's going to be like an hour and 7 minutes. I think anyone up here is just doing great. So Xavier finished in 23rd. Michael was 22nd. William Rambati 21st. Steven will get 24th. Nice job. Great ride. Steven, how did that feel? How did the the climb feel? Me and Steven are always talking, like, how does this platform feel compared to that one? And I don't know if it's fatigue but Steven was telling me that he felt, was it Bruges we did? He said it felt like more resistance than what he would expect. I don't know if that's the way it works, or I don't know. Maybe he had fatigue in his legs. Just, all the platforms are slightly different, right? Okay, so Andrew Pennington going now. I think we just saw Steven Cycles flying down the hill. Andrew's still riding super strong here, folks. 3.6 per kilo. Phil Weston's not that far back. And here's Stefan again. So yeah, this is interesting to me too, because when I bounce back and found Stefan way down here, he was riding, I think, 15th, 16th. When I found him, he's down in 26th, 27th. He was riding just like 2.5 watts a kilo, and now he's riding kind of more what I would thought he would have ridden. So I'd love to hear an update about that. Steam says, I guesstimated 1 hour 30, finished in 129, so pretty close. Okay, Steam, maybe I'm being too optimistic. Maybe I should be targeting 130. Yeah, Eddie's saying Steve finished so strong. Yeah, he did. So Eddie here, Eddie Rice from Rohe and Steven Cycles are on the same team together. The other teammates are Juanluca Gaspari, who probably raced at another point today. Gareth is on that team too, and I'm just trying to think of the fifth rider at the moment. Yeah, I do have a list, but it's obviously not being displayed right now. So Stefan here will be finishing in... Okay, so where's Andrew? Andrew's just finishing in 25th. And Stefan will get 26th place, riding 5.5, 6 watts a kilo up the finisher, folks. This final 10% gradient. Coming around to the left. Other exciting news. So after we had our meal, after I was a loudmouth, Joey wanted to go in the casino. Probably one of our best runs in the casino. Yeah, that's not true. But she got in, put her money in, bounced from 3 different machines. I think she won, what was it? I think $385. So I'm like, cash out, we're leaving. And she was just, I guess at that point, she was just malleable enough. And she's like, okay. So I'm like, thank you. I got her out of there with her money. Okay, Steen's saying he only did, okay, hang on a second. I think the worst part was being warned 5 minutes prior that it was closing. Oh, Ken, that would have been devastating. And you're trying to get there, but you can't. Because it's the never-ending hill. Okay. Phil Weston coming around now. Great job, Stefan. And Stefan, great to see you again. I think you're enjoying my whoosh. Yes, Phil. Emote. I love it. Adrian coming up next. 600 meters out, it looks like. Steen saying he only rode at 2 watts a kilo. You can do better, Colin. And is lighter, I think. 2.5 watts per kilo. Okay. Kev saying everyone's turbo is different as well. I moved from an older kicker to a V6 kicker, and now it's like cycling in the mud. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, we've been doing a little bit of testing. Like, so myself and Steven Cycles rode on Ruby. Super flat course. What's it called? Almere, Netherlands. Like flat. Then he raced on MyWhoosh yesterday on an even flatter course at Bruges. On that course, listen to this. He put out more power, probably 20% more power, I think is pretty conservative estimates, and he was slower. So it's like, how does each platform figure it out? My only guesstimate is that when we rode, me and him on our group ride at Almere on Ruby, we were on full time trial bikes. So my guess is we're putting out less power, more speed, whereas on MyWhoosh, the bikes don't really make a difference. So you're on an aero bike with aero wheels. You think you're fast, but you're basically just riding a standard road bike at that point. Does that make sense, everyone? That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I think he had numbers of 230 watts average for Bruges yesterday. And on my group ride, I think we were like, his numbers were like 180. 230 to 180 slower on my whoosh though. I mean, it wasn't significant, but there was a difference. It was like, 1.5 miles an hour, something like that. But we're talking 50 watts average difference. So hard to figure that all out, isn't it? Adrian Osborne coming in next. And either way, it's just the way it is. Like, that's what I tell people. They're like, well, I don't like how... So certain people are like, well, I don't like how this one plays. I'm like, guys, it's kind of like playing cards, right? Whether you gamble money, just play for fun. You start the game and it's like, oh, these cards mean this. The twos are wild. Jokers mean that. Why? Who cares? It's just the rules. Learn to play within the rules. That's what you got to do. Adrian got 28th place. Robert will get 29th. Bouncing back here. Ken saying, I can only compare MyWhoosh with Training Peaks Virtual, but I know MyWhoosh has better acceleration physics. Yeah, I'm really interested in the acceleration because more and more of the platforms are implementing braking now. It just happened on Ruby. I hate it. I don't like it at all. Not that I really care about going that fast. I just don't think it really does anything extra. But, I saw another one coming in. Looks like Junior's coming in next. Junior's just finishing. Great job. And then Elton Judd is 200 meters away, just coming around the finishing loop now. Should see the banner right away. That will be for 31st place Elton here, the Australian rider. Ken's cheering you on. Back to Dap Jones. So here's my issue with the braking. They're implementing the braking, but are they implementing the acceleration out of the corners? Right? Like, when a bigger, more powerful rider is accelerating, digging deep, 800, 900 watts out of that corner, is that represented as well as a lighter rider pushing at 300? I don't know. I don't know the math behind it. You do the math. So MyWhoosh has better acceleration physics. That's good to know. I feel some of the, I don't know. You guys tell me. Tanya's out here. Tanya, thank you so much. And thank you very much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. Bye, Tanya. I'm waving at the wrong camera. I like to ride Zwift. I think it's too fast. Everything seems really fast and flowy, but that's just the way it is. So like when you're in a pack and you're drafting at 48k an hour, well, I can't do that. On another system, I may be drafting at 41, 42 an hour. It's just like playing a different game of cards, right? Oh, and this one, the hearts, they don't mean a lot, but you want suit cards. That's what you want. It's like there's just rules. You just got to learn to play within them. That's it, folks. Yeah, so look at Dap here. He finished in 1 hour and 15. Can I do this? Can I finish this in 1 hour and 15 minutes? Oh, wow. It'd be great if I could. Okay, so Dap's done. JV Dobbin has just finished. Oh, where's Oliver? Oliver's coming to... We should just see JV Dobbin coming out. Is that JV or is that Dap coming out now? That was JV Dobbin coming out. Going down the hill now. Yeah, folks, you earn the downhill. Yeah, ride it. Ride it all the way down. Get your recovery all the way down. Book some miles. Here's Oliver, IRL, Duckwitz. Coming in nicely, too. Look at this, not messing around. So Oliver's going to finish in 34th place, and he decides to push 6 watts per kilo at the end with no one near him. Again, folks, community racing. Great job, Oliver. And the emote. He does the dab. Yes, dude. I can't tell you enough how important community racing is. These guys are, in the end, what's probably going to pay your bills, folks. So we should support community racing a little bit more. And it's not the only place to say this, riders. I say this on all the platforms that I cover. Support your community. No community, no product. It goes away at some point. Yes, Paul, wave to the crowds. He's waving to the deer on the side of the roads there. There's a little stand over here. He's going to grab himself a little bite afterwards. Maybe pet some wild horses. Nah, he says, I'm not doing that. I'm going straight downhill, folks. Alan Jones coming into the finish too. Oh, they almost clipped wheels there, folks. That would have been horrific. Where are we at now, folks? We're going to hang out here for as long as we can. Hour and 17 minutes in. Guys, this is just an average stream for me. This is how I do it. Joey is still in bed. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so we've been home since about... Well, we did a little breakfast there. We probably got home just after 8. She went straight to bed. I hung out for a bit. I made a big pot of coffee. Alan Robinson coming in here. And as Alan Joan comes out, the two Allens. Kind of like the two Ronnies, right? Another classic British television show. The two Ronnies. Hey, there's Tim coming as well. Tim Steels. What a cool last name that is. What a cool name. Like, I mean, if your last name is Steels, like, life winner. Life winner right there. Alan Robinson will get 37th place. Tim Steels here. Let's hang with him. Yeah, so we got home. My oldest daughter was here. We asked her if her and her friend just stayed the night. Had a little girls' night to take care of all the animals that are here. Because we left so early yesterday. I think we walked out of here at 3. I'm like, the dogs can't stay in the house that long without going outside. I have a huge dog run along the whole length of my house. So I have 2 front doors. Open one of those doors, they go out, they play in the snow and all that kind of fun stuff, right? So Avery and Shaylin were here last night. Got home and she said, guys, I have to go to bed. So here we are, almost 5.5 hours later, and I'm still rocking, folks. Still rocking. This is what's going to happen today, though. Joey's going to get up within probably 2 to 3 hours. And then when I start falling asleep at 9 o'clock tonight, you're lame. You're so lame, Colin. And usually I would put a bike ride in there, too. Tim Steele's 37th place. I just want you... 38th place, sorry about that. It was Alan Robinson was 37th. Tim Steele's gets 38th. Should have checked to see where my skull is. Oh, yeah, looks great. Looks great today, folks. Bouncing back here... Stephen Elliott, just finally coming up the very last part of the hill here. Let's get it, Stephen. So we got Stephen, we got Mateus, Alistair. Alistair is only 900 meters from the finish, dude. He's already taken this on today. What a champ. Legend status for me. Full legend status here. Fact, okay, so we got Alistair here. We got Marcin, Paul Winter, and Hubert Esteban. Then next on to Jennifer, Margaret Docking, Vito, Sarah Jane Voss, Barium Jung. Still getting it done, folks. Still getting it done. But because his little bro is here and they messaged me, someone's getting a spotlight. Let's hang out with Alistair. Let's hang out with Alistair here. Not lightweight climbers. Oh, he looks like he's a full ginger. Is Alistair a ginger in real life? Look at this, folks. Just brutal here, folks. Brutal. I mean, it's still 12% here. Ginger. He's got the sunglasses on. I'm like the Predator right now in the jungle. And you know what movie that is, folks. I pretty much watched all of them. Over Christmas break. Oh, yeah. I love it here. Look how steep this looks right here, folks. Yeah. Could you imagine going around the inside of that corner? 15% gradient there, folks. It's only for a little bit of time, but it is so steep. So steep. Oh, man. He's moved 200 meters since we started watching him. That's how steep this is, riders. Hey, Tuden, you're back. Tuden, you gotta get racing here. Doping controls. Probably not for this one. Graham saying keep going. I hear Joey. Jojo is awake upstairs. Guys, I'm in the 10 by 10 cube. This is where it all happens. 10 by 10 by roughly 10 cube of despair and suffering today. Steven Cycles. Steven, I don't know if I saw your hair. What'd you do to it? Steven was rocking a different hairstyle today. I'll have to go back and look at the video. Alistair here, he's got the nice beard going on, the nice sunglasses. Yes. Dude, you're almost done. So guys, remember, Alistair got timed out on this morning. Not his fault. It was just some kind of, I guess, glitch on the MyWhoosh end, and a bunch of riders got booted. So somehow, and sadly, Jim's gonna have to figure this out. James Ogilvy's gonna have to figure that out, like how to rank people. I guess, like, ugh, I don't even know what you do at that point. He'll come up with something, I'm sure. Great riding. Yeah. So Tuden, as I was saying earlier, Stefan was here. Oh, really? Dude, I don't know anything about that. Chainbreaker's just saying at the UCI World Championships where Jason Osborne won, apparently, I gotta say allegedly, guys, allegedly. I'm not saying this, I'm reading the comments. There were several black sheeps caught. Well, that means that someone might have been doing something funny, maybe. Really neat looking at the mini map. You can see riders coming down. There's going to be a rider coming down on the left-hand side right now, passing Alistair here on the left-hand side. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong dot. You can see it going down there, though. There's someone just behind Alistair, too. This rider here, Marson. I wonder if they can see each other just... Yep, there's Alistair just ahead. You can see him there. Marson just behind. And then Paul Winter's not that far back. So we'll chill with Alistair here again. Yeah, Tuden, that's something I don't know anything about. I don't know what they would do to catch people. I think, all those people at the UCI Championships would have been Sunday Race Club riders. I guess anyways, like weight, power output, all that stuff. Unless you're talking about something different, well, yeah, I definitely know nothing about that. If you do know something about it, let me know if there's a write-up somewhere. Okay, Alistair's still going. Still rocking it. So after Alistair, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like we still have 8 riders out there. Could be 9 at that point, doing that count. We got Barium, Sarah Jane Voss, Vito, Margaret Docking, Jennifer Pereira, Hubert Esteban, Marson, and Paul Winter. I think what I might do today, since I am very tired, and we're an hour and 24 minutes in, okay, just reading messages from other Sunday Race Club riders. Alistair here, champion. You got her done, dude. You got her done. Big man gets it done. Yes, dab it out. Dab it out. The left-hand turn, Alistair's done. This is where I'm going to call it today, folks. It's going to take a little while for the riders to finish. I got to get outside, do some chores, get a little recovery in myself. Like I said, I'm going full Countach after this. Watching Alistair, the victory lap of Alistair, finishing now. Actually, Marson's not that far back either. I'm going to stick with Marson too. Alistair's just crossing the finish line now. Great job, dude. Alistair did it 1 hour, 25 minutes, and about 30 seconds. Marson's only 10 seconds behind him, something like that. Paul Winter just doing the final bit of the climb. If you look carefully, you will see Alistair coming down the hill right away. Yeah, Alistair, okay, this is what I'm trying to show you. If you look at the mini map right now, you'll see 2 little orange dots coming down. And you'll see Paul, he's going to see them, obviously they're going to come past him. So here come Alistair and Marson coming down around this bend, I think. There they are. That's Alistair coming down the hill right now. And Marson should be just behind him. Unless he might have already logged out. One or the other just logged out. They would have been right together. I'm going to read the comments last year. Yeah, I mean, Jason talked about that. I think there was a podcast with him on it. And he was like, you know what? I don't have to travel 300 days out of the year. He was with Alpecin de Koenig, I think. He was a World Tour rider. And he said himself, now I can live where I want to live. I can compete from home. I'm not stuck on the road 24/7. Makes sense to me. Like, just imagine, Their season is so long. Now he can kind of pick and choose when he wants to ride. Like, I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for doing it. Graham Gilbert saying he's so proud of his bro. Me too, bro. To do it twice in one day? Like, come on. Yeah, dude, I don't know enough about Jason Osborne, but he's a beast at esports, that's for sure. Very strong rider. I mean, he does have competition, though, because people keep saying, oh, he's the only one that wins. Well, I think Michael Vink won last weekend. I don't know who won this weekend yet. Dude, Tuden, you should be getting on it. You should be racing here, Tour de Monde. You should also be get yourself ready for Sunday Race Club. Dude, you could race there. I know you could. You need 2 power sources, you need to do a power passport, and you need weight verification. Yeah, dude, you're right, Steen. Huge differences between short events like rowing and cycling, e-cycling, and 4 to 6 hour World Tour races. That's right. We've seen it time and time again. There's on every platform. You know all the platforms. World Tour riders show up and they don't win. Why? Because they're used to racing 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. It's not the same as doing, a 30-minute race on Zwift or a 1 hour race on on Ruby or something, right? I've seen lots of World Tour pros show up and they don't win. They just win. They lose to really, really good esports cyclists. There's a difference. I guess that's the point. Anyway, riders, I hear someone's awake upstairs. I'm surprised she's awake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump now. There's still a few riders out there. Margaret's still coming up. It looks like Hubert's still going up the hill. Jennifer's finishing now. She will be finishing on 44th place. Hubert is 700 meters from the finish. Let's just do that. Margaret, a kilometer out. So she's got a little ways to go still. Vito is 1.4 kilometers. Sarah Jane, she's got 3.5 kilometers to go. And Barium Jung, about 4.5 kilometers to go still. So what I'm going to do, call it there, quits there, folks. Get outside, do my chores so I can start my little rest day here. Anyways, riders, thanks for watching. Please support me if you can, and I will be back for more race coverage soon. See ya.